This guy's rating is a little bit less than mine, but that's okay. Sometimes it's less, sometimes it's more. Go ahead and do that. Do that. Do that. Okay. I'm not sure what this strategy is. This seems like he's just really hastily making moves. We'll just play as normal. About doing that and then swinging my bishop like that. Yeah, why not? Kind of have to be a little bit careful because, well, see, this is that lesson that I was telling you guys about. So he's down a piece and he's offering exchanges, which is not really the best thing to do. Because that whole math thing that I was telling you about. So he's attacking this bishop. I'm going to bring him back, and now I'm going to castle on this side. That's... Then... That's... He's leaving pieces hanging left and right, so... He's making blunders. You just... If they're going to make blunders, just let them make blunders. And that's about it. That's... Oh no! I made a blunder. Now he's going to take my bishop if he's paying attention. So I'm going to do this in a second here. Okay. Do that. I've got this move here, which forks his king and this pawn right there. Fork means attack two pieces at the same time. That's even better. So now I'm forking his king and his queen at the same time. And so he's got to move his king. There's no way he can take this piece. He might resign here pretty soon. Ecuador, ¿cómo has estado? Yo he estado bien. Voy a mover mi rook aquí. Keep the check going. And I want to get my king in the action, or my queen in the action, so I'm going to come up here in a second. This bishop is, I like this spot right now because he can kind of jump to a lot of different places. So I go there, and now I'm attacking his pawn, but I got to be careful about this pawn. Also threatening a check right here, but that doesn't really do anything right now. We'll do that because I don't want to leave this pawn hanging, but in a second here I'm threatening to do that and then gobble up this pawn. So once I check him here, he's going to have to move his king, and then I can scoot all the way over here and grab this pawn and attack that bishop. So I am going to go ahead and do that. Once I do that, I can then bring this bishop into the fight. So go there, attacking his bishop as planned, and then I can attack this pawn with my bishop with check. This is just kind of a really good situation for me. So he has to, I don't know if that's any good for you. So now he's got to move back there. And then once he does that, I think I have a forced mate right here. It's not forced yet. It's pretty close though. Now that's mate. GG, Xavier! How do you say good game in Spanish? Bien partido. There we go. That's the way I learned. Bien partido. Alright, we'll do another new one here. He's a little bit less rated than me, or lower rated than me. That's the word. I'm going to keep pushing up my queen pawns, because that's the opening that I like. Develop my pieces off their original square. He's playing I think this is called the Queen's Indian. But I like doing this. It's kind of nuts. It's usually not good, but I like pushing all four pawns up there, and I acting like a bully. Makes me happy. I'll do that. I think, is this plugged in? Yes, it is. Alright, where'd you go? So now I think I might just do this right away. Then, if he takes, then it opens up his the G file. Yeah, I think I might do that. And then bring this piece off the original square. That. So if he takes and I take back, then I'm threatening to take this pawn. So I'll just leave this tension. I don't really have to do anything about it just yet. He doesn't have any threats right now. So now I have that threat where I take this pawn and then attack his queen and rook at the same time. He might see that, he might not. Well, I still have that threat, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. So a rook is worth about 5 pawns, and a knight is worth about 3 pawns. So I got that going in my favor. And because I am up a little bit on material, I'm going to go ahead and exchange here. And then do this. So I'm attacking his piece twice. He probably has to take, but that's not bad for me because I want to solidify my pawn structure. My pawns are a little broken up. So now I have to decide which one I want to take with. I think I want to take with this one. So now I have 2 pawn islands. So these are called pawn islands. I have 4 pawns over here and then 2 pawns over here. And he has 3 pawn islands. 1, 2, and then 3. If I do this, you can come down here and threaten to attack this bishop. But I'm going to go ahead and do that, see if I can prevent that move. So now he can't come here, otherwise I take with the pawn. Meanwhile, I'm going to scoot this rook up here, maybe? Or here? You threatening anything there? No, you're not threatening anything. I'm going to bring him up here, actually, because then I can threaten that, which might be pretty good. Let's scoot this rook over here, and then double up on this file. Go there. So now if I go here, I'm threatening this knight. He doesn't really have a great spot to go to. He has to go back there. Maybe, I think? No. Well, actually, I'm not threatening that knight because he's got this protected by the queen. Oh. Well, shucks. I don't really know what to do. Oh, fuck. I'm running out of time. I didn't even see that. Oh, he's running out on time too. Ah. Duh. GG, GG, GG. I need some water. 1220, I like that rating. Yeah. Yeah. So he's got a decent rating though. He's 1262 compared to mine. So now I gotta be on my best behavior. Try and find the right moves. Where I struggle with is when it transitions into the middle game, I don't always know how to get an attack going. So a lot of the times I play sort of bad chess, which is to say that I kind of wait for them to make a mistake, and it's not really the way that you want to go about doing that. Go ahead and do that. Back off here. He might swing that around here. That's all right. So now I might push here in a second and lock this, or not. Take there. Do that. Do that. Now I kind of have to castle on the queen side, I think. Unless he starts forcing trades. I don't know if I would mind a trade right now. Sure, let's do that. So now, if he takes there, well, no, I'll back off. I like that bishop. There. Well, there. 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 So he's got a pawn hanging over here. If I'm lucky, then he'll forget about that. Boom. Boom. He did forget about it. So I got to gobble up one of his pawns. That's awesome. But he's kind of got me in a tight spot here. I can't move here. Well, that. Maybe if I start marching up this. Well, there we go. Do that. I feel like I want to scoot him here. I like boot him off maybe? Does that do anything? I don't think so. I think I'm down there. Well, actually, I had a pretty decent move a second ago. I could have done that and then scooted the pawn up. But it is... Do that. Now he... Yeah. Gonna have to take like that. Now I have a passed pawn. I think this is good for me. Yeah, this is good for me. I just have to not fuck up and run out of time or something like that. Close that up. I think I can just start pushing right now. Do that. Do that. Do that. Attack this pawn here. Swing him over. Attack that pawn there. Do that. Do that. Do that. Now I gotta keep an eye on that pawn, but I'm gonna start pushing up these other pawns here. Like that. 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 There we go. GG, GG, GG. So that was the end game.